Flat Pack Fiasco, Hamster Edition. So last Saturday, my friend Dan convinced me to help him assemble a flat pack coffee table he'd bought online, which, according to the box, boasted Scandinavian minimalist design and intuitive assembly. Usually, I'd rather binge reality TV than voluntarily build furniture, but Dan insisted we bond like real adults, through mild suffering and Allen wrenches. The only odd thing was that Dan took one look at the 32-page instruction manual, declared, "We don't need this," and tossed it into the recycling with the confidence of a man who once fixed his Wi-Fi by yelling at it. At first, things went surprisingly well. We had all the pieces laid out, and Dan was calling out mysterious Scandinavian-sounding part names like Florp and Snug, which, in hindsight, were probably just him reading random words off the packaging. After the third hour, the table looked more like a modernist sculpture than anything you could rest coffee on, but we pressed on, fueled by a dangerous combination of pride and leftover Halloween candy. At hour 5, Dan's dog started using what we thought was a shelf as a new nap spot, and I was pretty sure one of the legs was attached with a meatball skewer, but Dan just kept muttering, "Trust the process." By hour 7, the existential dread had set in. We had constructed a labyrinth of dowels, panels, and screws, none of which matched the box photo. Dan stared at the mess and quietly asked, "Do you think the Swedes invented this to punish us for not recycling properly?" Meanwhile, I'd started questioning the very nature of furniture. What is a table, really? Does it have to be flat? Is a horizontal surface just a social construct? Our table had 6 legs, 3 tiers, and a tunnel system that Dan's hamster, Mr. Nibbles, immediately claimed as his personal playground. Finally, after 8 hours, Dan declared it done and triumphantly placed a mug of coffee on the top. The mug immediately slid off, rolled through a tunnel, and landed neatly in Mr. Nibbles' food bowl. Dan just sighed and said, "Well, at least we built something functional, a coffee table that's also a hamster maze." IKEA would call it the confusion. For more stories, follow